What's up, boys? Today we're testing a new Pokemon. We're hitting the lab. We're throwing together a few move sets. We got an attacking, a banded set, and then just a meme. Pokemon for today is Stonjourner. I tried for the longest time to find this man in the wild on Pokemon Sword. It took a good hour. Just keep on encountering it. Felt like I was shiny hunting, but I really like how this mon looks, so we're gonna run it. So starting off, he is the big rock Pokemon. Something important to note is, other than his cool ability being Power Spot and his type being rock, he is 1,146 pounds. That might not seem very important, but because this mon is so heavy, some of his attacks are going to do more damage. So scrolling down to base stats, this is a weird stat layout right now. You got HP 100, pretty good. Attack 125. Oh, is this man uber? This man's getting up there. Defense 135. This man's insane, it's looking like. And then you drop down to special attack and special defense, where a measly 20. Ugh, not a fan of those two. So we got speed 70. So most of the sets we're going to run today are actually going to be offensive, because if there's any special defensive attacks coming at this guy, he's kind of screwed. There's no way to really compensate for that. I do have one primarily defensive set, because if you're running singles or something like that, you could just have a plain defensive wall. But other than that, it's going to be an omega yikes for me, dog, for the special attacking and special defensing stats. Okay, cool. So looking at what it's super effective against, it's just rock type, plain rock type, not even rock ground, so it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's weak to fighting, ground, steel, water, grass, and resistant to normal flying, poison, fire, which I actually think this is a pretty bad type just to have as a solo typing. It's damage normal about just everything else, so it's what you make of it. Maybe you're trying to put up a wall against like a fire or poison mod. Flying, it's pretty good against like Corviknight and Pokemon like that. The only thing is, if it does have those steel attacks, we're kind of screwed. So let's look at our moves, right? So we got Rock Polish, love that. Block, kind of a fun move. Let's see what else. Stealth Rocks, always nice. Rock Slide, one of my favorite rock moves, if not my favorite. It hits both opponents, has a chance to flinch. Stone Edge, really nice. The accuracy is a little worse than Rock Slide, and it doesn't get the flinch potential, but it does do 25 more damage. Heavy Slam, which is pretty huge because we're a heavy Pokemon. Let's see what else. In the TRs and TMs, I like Earthquake. And then Heat Crash. Heat Crash is really cool too, because it's similar to Heavy Slam in the fact that it takes the Pokemon's weight into account. And then the breeding moves, like, I don't really care about. It's just Curse and Ancient Power. Curse could actually be useful in like a more defensive set. I'm not sure if I put that on my set or not, but I'm all for it on the defensive sets. Alright, so let's jump in. Let's get into this beefy boy. So to start off, I'm sorry, I forgot to item him up here. We got Stonjourner. He's got a really good attack, so we're going to max that, and then we're going to max speed. His speed obviously isn't that great. It's pretty average. It's not going to outspeed many Pokemon. So I just invested pretty much everything into attack, since that was a 125 attack stat, which is huge. I went with an Adamant Nature. The attacking moves we're going to use is Stone Edge and then Earthquake. Since we do have to compensate for speed, I have Rock Polish. Maybe he gets switched into a defensive mon, or you can follow me with your doubles partner, and you can get off a Rock Polish, raise his speed by 2, and then you're in a position that I really like. From there, you can hit it up with an Earthquake or like a Stone Edge, and you can start doing some serious damage. If you do have the opportunity to set up and you don't really want to pop off with an attack yet, you can hit up a Stealth Rock. I think Stealth Rock's just really good in general. In this generation, it is a little worse with Heavy Boots and Rapid Spin getting a buff, but other than that, I really like this moveset. The ability is Power Spot, so what's really cool about this ability is I think it's going to be really good for doubles. I was watching a video earlier today that pointed out that it would be really good in, in the raids, since you have 3 other raid partners, but the Pokemon's allies have a base power of their moves multiplied by 1.3. So that's actually really huge in doubles, because it's not only like going to benefit me, but it's going to benefit all of my allies. So that's pretty huge. In doubles, I like that if you have another offensive mon next to you. For this set, it doesn't work as much since you do kind of rely on a follow me user in the other slot, but I do like this ability just in general. It's really cool. So the bandit set I went with was a choice band. You could opt for a choice scarf just to compensate for the 70 speed stat. But honestly, I'm like all invested in the choice band. Again, you can take heat off of this guy from a bunch of other strategies. Like follow me is the obvious one. Maybe like a max protect if you have a Dynamax Pokemon. But other than that, I really like Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Rock Slide, and Heat Crash as the moves. Again, more power the heavier the user than the target. So, especially if you're going up against a light mon, this is going to Oko, I'm pretty sure. This man is so heavy, one of the heaviest Pokemon. And then Heavy Slam, it's the same thing, just different typings. I do really like Heat Crash for Corviknight. I think that's going to be a big counter for this man, as long as we don't get hit by a Steel type move. But Steel type special attacking moves are really rarely seen on Corviknight, and he's going to be able to eat up a regular offensive move, a physical offensive move. Earthquake and Rock Slide I put on pretty much every set. I know I didn't put them on for the regular attacking one, but I probably would in the long run switch that out for a Rock Slide if you're playing doubles. If you're playing singles, I definitely go Stone Edge, unless you really want that flinch percentage. But that's pretty much it for this guy. Straightforward. This is a really straightforward Pokemon, but he's got a lot of utility to him. And then our meme set is going to be, this is a straight up defensive set, the only one I have. I have him as an impish nature since we're investing everything into defense. Special attacking moves are still going to destroy us. So for more of a singles matchup, this is going to be really nice, because you're going to be able to block, and what block does is prevents the target from switching out, so you pretty much trap him in there. The issue though with that is more than likely he's going to be faster than you and be able to switch out before you get a block off. But if you're able to maneuver that, whether he's locked into a mon when you switch in, or you can predict a mon switching in on me, then I can block, keep him in, and once I get that one-on-one matchup, then I'm really nice and I can just set up a curse and pretty much sweep the entire team with Rock Slide. So I could also add Earthquake up here instead of Stealth Rocks if I wanted to sweep with that as well. I probably would opt for that since we're just sweeping, we don't really need Stealth Rocks, but I do like having that utility. But the idea of the set is to build him really defensive, he can't do anything to me, and then just switch or block a Pokemon that like is really easy to set up on, and then just curse like 3 times. And then hopefully from there I can sweep the team. I'm still going to be slower, so I'm going to have to be able to take special defensive attacks. But that's okay. Maybe I have a Trick Room team that I can activate this guy in. That would be really useful, especially since Curse lowers your speed as well. But I thought this was just a fun set. He hasn't been very successful for me, but I think Trick Room teams, or if you lock in the correct Pokemon, could be really useful. Obviously I went Leftovers because he's just trying to get his HP back. If everyone's chipping away at me, especially who you block into you, Leftovers is going to be nice to replenish that. But overall, let's switch back to our main camp. Overall, I really like this Pokemon. Stonjourner is really fun. I had a good time using him. He's just one of my favorite Pokemon in the game, to be honest. He's just a happy block boy, and I love him. But if you guys have any other movesets you want to show me, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. I'm all for it. This guy's pretty straightforward, but I had a lot of fun building this set. I do think he's a really nice doubles partner. I'd even consider it like Gigantamaxing him or Dynamaxing him here and there. But other than that, it's been the Clark Knight. let me know any other sets you want me to go over. I'm probably just going to be churning out what I enjoy at this point. I haven't seen too many other sets. I think I do have a few fossils that I need to get up. But hopefully you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get back into Twitch streaming soon, so that'll be in the description, my Twitch channel. But thanks for joining. It's been the Clark Knight, and I'll see you tomorrow, boys. Peace.
Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.